Hello, thanks for joining my channel, and today we're going to be talking about some very exciting stuff because I finally figured out how to grow a third set of teeth in terms of science and the exact science to actually do it. And we're going to be talking about USAG1 inhibitor and how to activate it because they're making a drug in Japan that is now growing teeth. They're testing it out. It's only going to be available in 2030, and I know a lot of you guys who have been following my channel cannot wait to grow a new tooth until 2030 because you need new teeth now. So I really have been working hard and thinking hard, guys, about what we're going to do. So here we go. Let's get into it. We're going to have a quick video today, and then we're going to expand on it more and more and more. I just want to get you guys information. So how I figured it out, all right, is basically it's called, let me get my drink, guys. Read this real quick. So I said to Google, if you do certain things and you set up a certain environment, well, certain genes sort of express themselves, which is obvious, we all know this, but still. So with gene regulation, genes are regulated by factors that bind to DNA, increasing or decreasing the level of gene transcription. Epigenetic modifications. These modifications are like switches that can turn genes on or off without changing the underlying DNA code. There's environmental influences, your lifestyle choices, environmental exposure, what you eat, how you exercise will activate or silence genes. And then there's internal factors like hormones and stuff like that. So anyways, that got me thinking. So then I went further deeper into it. There's different factors that are going to affect tooth regeneration. Obviously, nutritional we've been talking about. Biomechanical, so jaw development, oral space. Behavioral, stress, sleep, exercise, environmental toxins. So there's a lot of factors here, guys. But what what I did for you guys is I broke it up into 16 factors. But there's actually more. And then I'm going to show you guys my little Kindle book. I'm going to show you more factors in that. We're going to get through the book. So let me see what the best way is here. All right, let's just get into it here. So you gotta eat a rich mineral diet. So make sure that's on. Switch on the mineral. Let's close this up a little bit. Let's do this one here. All right. So one factor is mineral-rich foods. We'll get into specifics. Regular physical activity to oxygenate cells. Practice nasal breathing for better oral structure. Eat tougher natural foods to strengthen jaw muscles. Get sunlight. This is probably the most important. Get sunlight and vitamin D. Practice mewing or jaw expansion for oral space. Very important. Very, 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 very important. Use red light therapy to energize mitochondria. Reduce stress and improve sleep. Avoid fluoride chemical toxins. All right, now I'm getting ahead of myself here, guys. All right, let's just go down here this way. Stimulate gums with coconut oil pulling. So that one's very important, guys. That's the main thing. Maintain a strong circadian rhythm, natural light cycles. Do regular physical activity. Oh, we talked about that one. Okay, tougher. Support gut health for nutrient absorption. Hydrate with mineralized water. Do daily affirmations and visualizations. Body-mind activation. Mind-body activation. Use gentle ultrasound or lipus if available. Engage in positive community and emotional connection. That's a little extra one there. So if you have all these factors together, and I think the coconut oil pulling is very important because it created an environment that my tooth wanted to grow. That's why I'm so big about the coconut oil pulling, guys. Alright, so here we can go in a little bit harder. Okay, so let's just get into epigenetics and this idea here. Certain genes without altering. Okay, so this is key when we talk about tooth regeneration, because the genes responsible for growing new teeth, like USAG1, BMP, and WNT signaling genes, are usually silenced after our adult teeth form. But epigenetics factors may influence whether these genes can reactivate. So this is actually more than 10, but tooth development genes are highly dependent on calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D. Diets deficient in these minerals may prevent proper signaling for enamel and dentin formation, while nutrient-rich diets can support epigenetic activation of bone and tooth growth pathways. Okay, so chronic stress and cortisol. Long-term stress raises cortisol, which can suppress regenerative gene activity. High cortisol interfaces with the WNT and BMT signaling pathways, both crucial for dental tissue development. Get my drink. Okay, so yeah, guys, don't be stressing about your teeth, because if you stress about your teeth, then it's just going to make things worse. So you got to try to not stress about it. I know you guys are going through a lot. So exposure to stuff like mercury. I still have some mercury in my mouth, I think, but I'm going to look past that. And so BPA plastics are shown to disrupt normal stem cell activity in the jaw and tooth buds. These toxins can silence regenerative genes through DNA methylation. Whatever that means. Just kidding. All right, hydration, acidic body environment. This is important, guys. You need to be alkaline. So low pH can alter oral microbiota and reduce mineral absorption. Maintaining proper hydration and alkaline balance may help maintain a cellular environment supportive of regeneration. Diet, natural oils, healthy fats like coconut oil influence gene expression by reducing inflammation and improving cellular communication. See, guys, I've been telling you about this coconut oil. Come on, man. Come on, let's go. Oil pulling may also reduce oral bacterial load, allowing better stem cell activation and mineral absorption at the gum level. All right, sleep. Deep sleep regulates hormone cycles that control tissue repair. Growth hormone and melatonin released during restorative sleep are both involved in stem cell differentiation, key to tooth regeneration. Oh yeah, stem cells, they have to know which stem cells to do, because if they don't remember where it is, and if they don't differentiate, then you're going to have an ear growing on your leg or something. Or a tooth growing. Mind-body practices such as meditation and deep breathing lower stress-induced methylation patterns. These changes can reactivate suppressed regenerative genes documented in longevity and healing research. Guys, this is all documented. Smoking, both tobacco and alcohol, significantly alter DNA methylation patterns. They reduce blood flow to gums and inhibit stem cell differentiation, especially shutting off the body's regenerative potential. Guys, don't do it. Unless it's cannabis, then that's one thing, but all right. But smoking is bad for you, and alcohol is bad for you, guys, and drugs are bad for you. Hormone balance, thyroid, parathyroid, sex hormones, especially estrogen, testosterone, all influence bone metabolism and dental tissue formation. Hormonal imbalances may suppress the natural regenerative teeth. All right, light exposure, vitamin D. This is serious stuff, guys. Sunlight activates vitamin D synthesis, which regulates calcium absorption and triggers several tooth development genes. Insufficient sunlight exposure can contribute to long-term silencing of those same genes. This, okay, that was me talking. Notes. Okay, jaw development. This is like my notes, guys. And then we're going to get into my book a little bit later. All right, jaw development, oral space. This is also key. This is really important, guys. If the jaw doesn't develop to its full size, common in modern humans, so probably about 50% people have crowded teeth, guys, I've been talking about. There's no physical space for a new tooth to bud and emerge, even if the genetic signals to grow were activated. Practices like mewing, consistent chewing of tougher foods, can influence jaw expansion by stimulating both remodeling through the okay, I don't know, mechanotoxic effect. Okay, this is going deep. I went deep. I did this like a month ago, guys, so I forgot. A biomechanical process. Oh, here we go. Where bone grows in response to pressure. Oh, guys, pressure. Exactly. You gotta even use your thumbs to expand your mouth. It's like called thumbing or something. We'll go into that, guys. This mechanical stimulation can epigenetically affect bone-related genes like RUNX2-BMP, indirectly creating an environment more favorable for tooth development. See, guys, modern diets, soft foods. Anthropological research shows that in the past few thousand years, as humans began eating softer, processed foods, jaw sizes have gradually decreased. Less chewing means less stimulation of the masticatory muscles and jawbone, which leads to crowded teeth and undeveloped dental arches. This lack of stimulation can cause the genes to regulate jaw and tooth formation to stay dormant. An example of disuse epigenetics, where physical inactivity suppresses gene expression over generations. Bam! All right, epigenetic inheritance and evolutionary drift. When entire populations adopt habits that minimize jaw use and oral bone stress, those environmental cues can become epigenetically heritable, meaning future generations inherit a switched-off version of certain developmental genes. This should be part of why modern humans have smaller jaws, fewer teeth, and reduced third molar wisdom teeth eruption rates compared to ancient populations. See, guys? Breathing patterns, posture is very important stuff, guys. Chronic mouth breathing, often linked to allergies or poor posture. Let me get up straight here. Can narrow the dental arch and limit oxygen flow. Low oxygen alters the body's HIF pathway, a key regulator of stem cell differentiation. In other words, your breathing habits can influence whether the oral environment supports regenerative growth or not. Okay, guys, so breathing, posture, that's something I talk about on my channel a bunch. Check my channel, guys, if I have a bunch of information. But this is like taking it all and putting it all together. All these factors, diet, breathing, stress, toxins, physical habits work together epigenetically. The body doesn't see them as separate inputs. It integrates them to decide which genes to activate for survival and repair. When the body perceives safety, proper nutrition, low stress, physical balance, it's more likely to activate regenerative pathways, potentially including those for new tooth development. This is important, guys. Mitochondria and energy and cellular regeneration. Mitochondria are the power plants of the cells, converting nutrients and light into usable energy, ATP. When mitochondrial function declines due to age, toxins, lack of movement, the body has less energy to drive regeneration. Red light therapy, particularly the 630 to 850 nm range, has been shown to stimulate mitochondrial biogenesis and improve cell repair, making it one of the most promising modern tools to reactivate dormant healing processes, possibly including tooth regrowth pathway. Exactly, guys. I'm getting my mitochondria real stimulated with my red light therapy, and you don't even have to eat as much food. So we do have the blueprint for a third set of teeth, but it only activates in a certain environment. All right, so we got them all here, guys. We got all this stuff. And then we do have some key nutrients here. Okay, so vitamin A. We got vitamin A here. We need 900 UG, supports saliva production, enamel formation, immune health. Vitamin B1. We need 1.2 about milligrams a day. Nerve and muscle function, tissue repair. Vitamin B2. Cell growth, mucosal health, energy, metabolism. We got vitamin B3. Looks like the Bs are real important, guys. Metabolism, gum tissue repair. B5, hormone energy production. B6, protein metabolism, gum health. B7, cell growth, strength, hair, nails, oral. B9, DNA repair, tissue regeneration. Vitamin B12, red blood cell formation, nerve tissue, gum health. Obviously, vitamin C, guys, collagen formation, gum integrity, antioxidant. Vitamin D3, calcium absorption, bone enamel health. Vitamin E, antioxidant protection for oral tissues. Vitamin K1, blood clotting, bone metabolism. Bones and teeth are like the same thing, guys. It also directs calcium into the bones. Vitamin K2. Then we got calcium builds enamel, jawbone, and dentin. Phosphorus combines with calcium to form enamel and bone. We got magnesium, enamel hardness, muscle nerve function. Potassium balances body fluids, maintains nerve health. Sodium, electrolyte balance, limit to prevent gum inflammation. So sodium, don't overdo it. Zinc, wound healing, gum health, enzyme production. Iron, oxygen transport, tongue tissue health. Copper, collagen formation and antioxidant support. Iodine. Alright guys, let's just get into it. Iodine, chromium, molybdenum, fluoride. A little bit of fluoride's okay, but trace guys. Don't be drinking your water. Silica strengthens connective tissue in teeth and gums. Alright, we got omega-3 supports gum tissue. Omega-6 here. Hormone regulation, cell structure. Protein, all essential amino acids. Tissue growth and repair. There's 13 essential amino acids and even more. Structural collagen, structural support, water is important, and probiotics. So we got like 36 nutrients here, guys. So here's an example of a little menu you could do to get all these nutrients. So for breakfast, you can have 2 pasture-raised eggs, half cup of dry oats, some chia seeds, mixed berries, and some coconut oil. So you're going to get all these vitamins here for that breakfast. Vitamin D, A, omega-3, B vitamins, calcium, vitamin C. Lunch, you can do some salmon with some quinoa, some broccoli, carrots, and some olive oil. And then you're going to be getting these vitamins here. Protein, magnesium, K. And then dinner, you could do maybe grass-fed beef with kale, sweet potato. You don't even need that much. 3 ounces of beef is enough for me to get all my amino acids. You're going to get iron, zinc, vitamin K2, calcium, snacks. Do some almonds, pumpkin seeds, mineral water, coconut oil pulling. Don't forget that. Or you can even eat it, the coconut oil. Okay, so you're going to get about 100%. You're going to get 100% protein, 100% calcium, 100% magnesium, 100% vitamin D, vitamin K, 100% at least on all those. Alright guys, so we're going to wrap up this video, but I'll put a link in the description for my Kindle book. Alright, let's pull this back up here. Alright, so tooth code. Unlocking the science of regenerating your 3rd set of teeth. Exploring dental breakthroughs in epigenetics, nutrition, and regenerative technology. Okay. So you can see we've got different chapters here. The Awakening, the Hidden Blueprint. And the first 10 pages you can just look at for free. I'll go right into these factors. Even epigenetic modulation, how environment, beliefs, and stress influence gene expression. Blood flow, oxygenation. So let's get into this. When BMP levels rise, the dental lamina thickens and begins to fold. W and T signals tell certain cells to become enamel secreting aminoblasts. So guys, this is going to get deeper into it, so dentists should be able to understand this stuff too. FGF guides others to form dentin making odontoblasts. SHH defines the symmetry that will later give your molars and incisors their familiar shapes. By the time an embryo reaches 8 weeks, the first buds of future teeth already exist, silent blueprints waiting to erupt years later. For decades, researchers assumed that once the second set, the permanent dentin, erupted, the molecular conversation ended. Yet scattered observations suggested otherwise. Humans born with supernumerary teeth, rodents regenerating continuously, sharks cycling through endless replacements. Nature clearly retained the code. The switch just seemed disabled in humans. The switch, as it turns out, may involve a regulatory gene called USAG1, uterine sensitization associated gene 1. Discovered to suppress BMP and WNT activity, USAG1 acts like a molecular brake pedal. It keeps tooth initiation from running wild. When Japanese scientists inhibited USAG1 in mouse embryos, the animals grew an extra perfectly shaped tooth. The blueprint was still there. It had simply been held in check. Alright guys, so it goes through, I'll just pop through here in case you guys want to stop the video and read the first 10 pages. I'll put the, we're going to go into Bruce Lipton, Biology of Perception, or Biology of Belief, I think that's another one. Guys, it gets deep into belief. Alright, so there's that, and you guys can check it out. I'll put the link below if you guys do want to check it out. But I'm going to be going through the whole book myself anyways on the YouTube channel, so you don't have to. But there it is. There's the book I've been trying to write. Thank you guys for checking in. I love you, and to all my subscribers, I've been waiting. Thank you for waiting. I hope this helps you. I really hope that I went deep enough into it to help you right now, and I'll be posting more. But definitely, guys, the coconut oil pulling creates an environment, and mewing, having the space, creates an environment to grow new teeth. So having your teeth very clean, having all your vitamins, all your minerals, and all that is going to create the environment and the sleep and all that to grow new teeth. So you have to do all those things if you want to switch on the genes to be able to do that and get your third set. But we'll explore more, and there's drugs coming out all over the world. There's stuff coming out all over the world to grow teeth. So don't worry, guys. We got this. Thanks for checking in. Love you guys.